Blessings, Pedro. Blessings, blessings. Lindsay. Blessings, blessings. Blessings, everybody. I was not going to come back on today, but Hunty, I just keep coming on this little TikTok, little live, and seeing all these new babies on this second wave, ministering and doing the word of doing what God calling them to do and telling them to do it. And they doing it in boldness, and they ain't never scared, and they out here just talking about God and talking about hearing God's voice and speaking with authority. And I'm just so proud of these babies on here. Listen. I'm telling y'all about them yeses. God be requiring another yes. And the reason why you stuck is because you haven't given him another yes. What is it that God has been telling you to do and you have not given it to him? You have not said, yes, God. You know how somebody be like, you want to get your hair done? You want to go out to eat? You want to go buy some shoes? Where the kids gone? You know, we could say yes about a whole lot of stuff. But when God gets to saying, I need you to start Bible study. Yeah, I need you to start a prayer group. I need you to start writing that book. We forget about the yes. Blessings, Eric. I'm just sitting here smiling because I know I swiped my screen and I seen so many people that be in my live. And they got their own little lives and they teaching God and they ain't on here talking about dumb stuff and they ain't on here talking about no boys and cursing and shaking their booty and trying to put lashes on and stuff like that. A lot of y'all are entrepreneurs, but what y'all are trying to do is y'all are trying to focus on business and not on what God is telling you to do. Like a lot of y'all, it's easy for y'all to sell items like clothes and hair and eyelashes and do hair, but you all are forgetting the number one thing, and that's to put God first. Nothing's wrong with being an entrepreneur, but the reason why it has not taken off is because you have not given God a yes in ministry. God is waiting on you to start teaching. He's waiting on you to start, doing Bible study or doing a scripture every day, breaking it down, bringing insight and clarity. But because you all are so focused on doing business, this is why nothing has opened up for you. Now, God has allowed the door to open for you to make money. And y'all seen that it was going to work because God gave you the vision. And God said, well, I'm going to let you see that it's going to make money. I'm going to send people to buy the stuff that you have. And because you all have gotten caught up in trying to sell things versus doing what God wants you to do first. If God was to send millions of people to you to buy your stuff, you would never do ministry. You would never open up. You would never open up the ministry. You would never write the book. You would never start the declaration. You would never do the decrees in the morning. You would never do the inspiration. You would never even write start the t-shirt. You wouldn't do a whole lot of stuff if God was to really give y'all what y'all wanted. And God knows that because he knows your heart. He knows that you don't trust him more than you trust money. And because you all need money so much for bills, y'all whole focus be trying to do business. It be on trying to make money so that you can live comfortably. But you need God before money. Look how many people were millionaires and they killed themselves because they had money, but they didn't have God. And God is trying to teach you, blessings, joy. And God is trying to teach you to have him before the money. He's not going to allow you to self-sabotage. And this is why a lot of y'all businesses have never taken off the way that you expected it to take off. And God told you to start that business and it did not do what it needed to do. And that's because you have not given God a yes. That's because you're so business oriented. You're so focused on doing this that if I was to open that door for you, you'll forget about everything that I told you to do for me. And God is saying, no, we're not doing it. No, we're not doing it. I told y'all can't fool God. Y'all could try to fool Dr. D all you want to. You could try to say, ooh, Dr. D, I'm a such and such, but I could see your fruit. I could see if God moving in your life or not. I could see if your story don't change by the conversation you have with me, even the messages that you send me. God can't give you some stuff because you'll forget about him. And this is what happened with the other people. He gave them things and they forgot about them. They thought that because the money started flowing in, the houses came, the spouses came, the businesses took off, that they didn't need God no more. And this is why I tell y'all have to watch people who have money but don't have God. A lot of these people in the industry that y'all follow and that y'all want to be around, y'all be watching people who be witches. Y'all be listening to their music who be warlocks like Kevin Gates. I didn't know Kevin Gates was a warlock. I didn't know that he did, demonic stuff. I didn't know that he had spells. I stopped listening to his music. Every time he come on, I change it. Nope. As soon as I hear his voice, I change it. And that's because I watched something that he did on TikTok Live. And what he did on TikTok Live, just off me watching it, I had an encounter with him. Yeah, that demon came to my house. And if it wasn't for me watching that, and just think about the people who have not been in tune with the spiritual world like I am. Yeah, them demons be all in y'all house attacking y'all, and y'all don't even know why. And it's because the music and stuff y'all listen to and watch. That Cardi B stuff, she's so double-minded and unstable. One minute she happy, the next minute she talking about demons inside of her. And y'all listen to these people, y'all dance to these people, y'all kids dance to them, and y'all got so many demons in your house, and that's why you can't sleep. That's why it's so much chaos. That's why everything happened to them happened to y'all, because you reap what you sow. You sowing seeds into them. You playing their music, you listening to them, and then before you know it, you reaping the same thing that they reaping. I don't listen to Kevin Gates. He did a thing up on live one day, and it was on Facebook or something. He did that thing openly with a girl on there, and the girl was talking about the third person, and he was like, well, it ain't supposed to be controlling you supposed to control them. And he was talking about the demonic entity inside of her. And a lot of people on that live, they knew what was going on, because a lot of these people grew up messing with demons and talking to demonic forces and spirits. So a lot of these people knew what was going on the live, and they was telling him to be quiet. And they was like, you're not supposed to be doing this. And then you had people on there who were clueless. They didn't have a clue of what was being said. And that whole thing was an encounter with demons coming on there with y'all. And it came to my house, and I felt so bad because he sacrificed his daughter. He teaching his daughter this stuff. And the daughter came on, and the daughter said, I do spells. She said, I did spells on my brother this morning, and Kevin Gates covered her mouth up because she was talking too much. But that's what happened when you do stuff with little children. But see, you're supposed to train them up in a way that they should go. You either going to teach them about God or you're going to teach them about Satan. This why I don't understand how y'all have some of them kids up on here throwing up gang signs on y'all pictures on TikTok. Y'all had them kids on there throwing on gang signs just because they fresh. Y'all think it's cute. But all you doing is raising a demon and preparing them for death. I got to bless you. Yeah, he did that. He covered the little girl mouth up. She was like she had did some spell work on her brother that morning. And as soon as I watched that, I went and took a shower, and I went up into tongues, and I got to praying for his wife and his son. Because they under spells. That's why she can't leave him. It's his cousin. He got kids by his cousin. Now let somebody in your family or let somebody in the hood be sleeping with their cousin. Y'all will be around here like, I don't mess with them. But this man openly tells you he got kids by his first cousin, and they didn't even stop after they found out. They kept doing it. And y'all like this stuff. Y'all follow this person. Y'all make them wealthy. Y'all make them rich. Y'all listen to their music. And what you think what they doing, that stuff come on you. Yeah, that's why y'all messed up in the head. Y'all letting somebody who was who messed up in the head. Y'all like their music. Y'all wear their clothes. Y'all listen to their music. Y'all kids dance to the music. This is what's funny. And then y'all will get right on here playing the Cardi B, the Meg the Stallion. Like, I don't like the whole Megan the Stallion and the Tory situation. I really feel like they set that man up and they ruined his life, and her career took off. And all that happened just because Rockefeller wanted to make some money off somebody. And she caused this big old lie when the whole time her best friend was the one who shot her. And she done ruined this man's whole life and career. But vengeance is the Lord. That man gonna get out. He needed to sit down, because whatever God finna have him to come out and do, it's a whole lot of people finna fall. That man gonna get vindicated. God wouldn't have let that man. I heard that man sold his album. He sold something for $1 to all his fans. Now, I don't know no other rapper who did that. But this man sold his people a share of his stuff for $1, right? And he told everybody you could buy it for $1, and they made millions of dollars just off buying it for $1, depending on how many shares that they bought. And he said God gave it to him. He said, I was praying, and I was like, God, I don't want these people making money off me. I don't want to have to need them. And God gave him something. And just because he obeyed God and blessed the other people, his people, his fans, just because he blessed his fans. And the people was mad because he cut the middleman off. See, these people want to pimp you. These record people, these people over you in promotion and all this stuff, them people want to pimp you. That's why a lot of these people didn't make it in the industry, because them people sucked them dry until they lost everything. And then you got to look at the people who didn't want to, who stood for truth and didn't want to sell their soul. They didn't make it either, but they still around here making money. So, hey, that's why God has shut a lot of doors for you all. This is why y'all can't go through a lot of doors when it comes down to business, or when it comes down to y'all career. Because if God was to let y'all go into those doors, y'all will get sucked in. He know the plans, plots, and schemes behind in the enemy. He know what's going on behind their back, about y'all back. People would sacrifice you. You would come up missing. Look at that Beyonce. She sat there and killed that man mistress and made a song about it. Now everybody who made a song about killing somebody, they in jail, but she ain't in jail. And this lady just all of a sudden came up missing and dead after she exposed her and tell her that, yeah, I'm messing with your man, Miss Carter, and I'm finna be the wife. Yeah, she openly did that. And then this lady went and made a song talking about how her blood was scattered all on the floor. And y'all will sit here and listen to this song because y'all lack insight and wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And y'all sit up here and follow these people like they gods. That's why God turned them down, because y'all follow them like they y'all God. I know people who, somebody told me, don't say that around my niece because she loved Beyonce. She spent all her money going to all their tickets. She lost her marriage because of this. Yeah, these people making idols out of these people. And y'all sit up here and listen to these people. Yeah, they make some good music, y'all. Yeah, they do all of that. But I promise you, half of them ain't even writing the music. Somebody else who anointed writing the music. They just paying them for it. You don't even see the actual person who anointed. You don't even see the person who actually doing everything in the background. They just the ones who can afford to pay for it. And then half of them ain't even paying these people. That's why they getting sued, so that you won't find out. Because it's so easy to pull wool over your head. Yeah, they just keep pulling wool over your head. And y'all so in love with these people. I can't stand to hear her. I can't stand to hear Kevin Gates. Soon I hear their voice, I get them out, because they demons. They sent to pervert the world. They sent to keep us in poverty and in lack. They sent. They got lust spirits on them. They got Jezebel spirits on him. And y'all listen to this music and you wondering why you can't stop touching yourself. You wondering why all of a sudden you want a dildo. You wondering all of a sudden why you want to kiss on girls and you a girl. Because you listening to this stuff. These demons coming into your ears. This is why God said guard your ears and your eye gates. Because these are gates. I tell my son all day long, why you be listening to this? No wonder every now and then you need a booster in talking to you, because you always you like the music you listen to. You got to be careful what you let go in what you watching and what you listening to. I know people that'll sit up and watch scary movies all day. I went to see The Exorcism. This guy took me to see The Exorcism. It was about the priest, right? And it was about demons who are assigned to priests. They're assigned to people who go, who in the ministry. Now, when I seen it, the whole time I was sitting in there, I just began to speak in tongues. I don't know why I was speaking in tongues, but the whole movie I spoke in tongues. And that's because this demon that was in there, it was to get into the people. He could be into multiple people at one time. That's how big he was. But he was sent to tear down the church. He was sent to get the ministers. But he could operate in more than one person at one time. So he could be in you, me, and them at the same time. But the whole objective was to get priests. And if I could get the priests, then they got a big reward. They powered up. They got more powers. They elevated just like we do. When we tear a demon down, God elevate us. This is how y'all get promoted. Some of y'all can't even beat a little old bitty small demon. Y'all be crying all day and night. This happening. This go. What you gonna do about it? I thought you wanted the car. I thought you wanted a truck. And you sitting up here letting something. You can't defeat it. You don't want it bad enough. And then when you defeat it, you elevate. This is why they say on different levels, different devils. Now, different levels, different blessings, bigger blessings. The devil a lie. Ain't no devil bigger than my God. And that's because I have realized that God is bigger than all things. You got to watch some of that Christian music because a lot of them have sold their soul. I don't listen to everybody no more. I've been going back to the older people who was anointed like Dottie Peoples. Like when I go to sleep now, I used to listen to Tasha Cobb going to sleep. I don't listen to her no more. I listen to Dottie Peoples until God sent me somebody else. I went back to the old anointing. Because it was some about back then, they was real holy and righteous. These people these days, they selling their soul to be connected to Beyonce. They selling their soul just to get on the thing with Nicki Minaj just because they feel like God ain't moving quick enough. And that's because they don't understand their anointing. They don't understand why they were called. They thinking they supposed to go in and get a big old platform when you were sent in to save the souls of the elites. You got to understand what level you on and what you're supposed to be doing on that level. It's not for you to try to build a church. Everybody ain't going to have no church. Maybe you just supposed to have a big following, a big platform. That don't mean you're going to always have 4 walls. That's why when people be like, where's your church, baby? I'm online. I'm able to be reached all across the nation and the world. God said we were going nationwide, worldwide. Nobody understood what that meant. Everybody's still trying to go fly here and fly there. When you could just get online and you nationwide from your home. Quit trying to do what everybody else doing. That stuff ain't safe. Them folks do more voodoo and hoodoo all over this world anyway. Baby, it's something about Africans, y'all. I ain't got nothing against these people, but because I have never been over there and because I find there's so much witchcraft go on over there, I be a little skeptical when they come in my inbox. I be a little skeptical when they try to be my friend. And that's because when I first got on Facebook, I was open enough to let someone friend me. Yeah, trying to get a few followers. So they started friending me and I started accepting it. And I went to sleep one night and I went to Ghana. Yeah, I was flying. Flying in the future. Flying in the present, in the past. So I'm flying and I see this man in this little shack and he's staring with this big old thing on his head, little hat, and he's staring in a pot, and a pot big, and he's staring. And I could see the back of him and I could see the candles that he had lit and stuff like that. And I didn't even understand what I was saying, but that's what I saw. And I knew none of it happened until I had friended some of them people. So what I did the next morning was I got on up and I unfriended them. Yeah, I unfriended them because I ain't got to have no followers. And I understood that was the only new thing I had just did by accepting people as, on my platform, as to follow me. So I was like, this the only thing that I did new. So let me take them off because I just did something new by accepting people. And now I'm having dreams all in Ghana. So I was like, let me unfriend them. Somebody don't got access to me. I'm seeing people that I wasn't seeing at first. This is why you need to pay attention to when you start doing stuff new. That's why I be like, what was you doing? What was you listening to? And some of y'all are missing. Y'all won't even understand that you just accepted somebody as a friend. You just open the door for somebody to have access to your life. All it takes is for somebody to get a picture of you and y'all put up pictures of you and your kids all day and be sitting up there talking about me and my kids being attacked. I know you gave them access to do it. You gave them permission to. You put up a picture. Yeah, you just told them, hey, look at my family. They so nicely dressed and, they made all A's and B's. And, yep, and you just gave them what they needed to kill you, to steal and destroy you. Silly rabbit. Yeah, I don't be with all that. I ain't no picture person. I ain't got to have no attention. I ain't no attention-seeking person. Catch up with me when you catch me. That's why I ain't too quick to really put no videos up here. I'm really one of those people that I could just do a live, and if you catch it, you catch it, and if you don't, you don't. If God had not told me to start putting my reels and stuff on here and uploading it on YouTube, I promise you, y'all would have been missing Dr. D if y'all didn't catch her on the live. Y'all would have been missing me. Because I understand what the enemy do. We give them permission. We open doors for them. We give them access to us by the things that we do that we think is cute. But we don't understand that people use these things to get in, to steal, kill, and destroy us. To cause danger amongst us, to sabotage us, put our money on there. And then they get in the spirit, putting their hand on your money and locking your money down. Then you like, something wrong with my finances because you couldn't stop showing your money off and you always bragging and you always doing this and that. And it was a witch that saw you and they got a little jealous and they was like, yep, there's somebody that don't know who she is. Let me go ahead and cipher her energy. Let me make her fall so that I can go higher. See, it's either you gonna take the enemy down and go higher, or either the enemy gonna take you down, or they gonna go higher. Yeah, it's the same game. Only the strong survive over here. It's either get eaten or you gonna eat them. Dog eat dog world over here. That's why God went and got the ruthless. That's why he went to the streets and got you. You're the one that'll snap, crackle, and pop, because them other people like to turn the cheek too much. They don't know when to fight. They always turning their shoulder, but they letting the enemy comes and attacking them. They letting the enemy comes to beat them and abuse them. Yeah, and they just turn the other cheek. Well, where Peter at? Because Peter cut a nigga ear off. Where Peter at? Because he cut a nigga ear off. God said, I need them folks that ain't playing. That's why them folks in the Bible, they were murderers. God said, I could deal with it. I can give him another chance. I need what he got inside of him. He don't mind putting a little pressure on him. He don't mind cutting up if he need to. Yeah, he don't mind. I just got to teach him how to do it. Go repent. God ain't looking for no wimp, no coward. And a lot of y'all cowards, and I'm saying that because God telling y'all to do ministry and you can't do it. Some of y'all think y'all need a nice platform to do it, and God said, I need you to start where you at. Why you think a lot of people is starting ministry in hotels? Why you think a lot of them start ministries while on the street being homeless? Because God wants you to use where you at. That don't mean stay there. That means this where you started. You start in the place that you at, and if you can prove to me that you can start here, I can elevate you and give you what you waiting on. Some of you, I won't even start in the place you at. You come to complaining, I need a house, I need this, I gotta have this, I need to do it this way, I gotta set it up this way, I gotta have it this way. Yeah, I need some help to do this, and God, I can't do it in here. I know such and such. And God said, all you have to do is tell me yes. All you been doing is making excuses. Come on now. That's why they trying to ask me where my church is, where your building is. I ain't called to the four walls. I'm called to the people. I'm a disciple. I'm sent out. I come and go. I go where he tell me to go and say what he tell me to say and do what he tell me to do, just like that. I mean, I did what the world wanted me to do. I said whatever the world told me to say. I went wherever they told me I needed to go. Why I can't do it for God? I mean, everything the world told me to do, it didn't work out. It didn't last that long. So, shoot, I just tried it with God and it started working. So, I was like, shoot, I might well stay on this side and keep obeying him. It's easy for me because I had already done it all. I had already did credit and checks and, and credit cards and sold drugs and scripts getting drugs and making the scripts so that I can get the drugs in other people's name. And I had already sold drugs to everybody, Percocet, Lortabs and Xanax and what you call those, Viagra and them X pills, and I had already had codeine, all colors. I'm talking about the yellow, the red, the green. I had already had everything. I had already did everything that could have sent me to jail for the rest of my life. But I had not tried God. Yeah, I had already laid with people that I really didn't even like. I laid with people for money. I laid with people because I needed some gas. I laid with people that I did not even want to be in a relationship with, but because I needed a job, because I didn't know nothing about job, know nothing about God. Yeah, I had to sleep with people that I didn't like, that I didn't even want to be with, just to get by, just to get just get a means to an end, just to take care of my kids. I had already did everything that you could do to degrade yourself, Yeah. I had already did all of that. I was like, shoot, it can't get no worse than that. Let me try God. What's the worst that could happen? I had already sold my soul to the world. I had already did everything that didn't work. It lasted for a little bit, but I promise you I lost everything. For those of you who have come out the streets like Dr. D, just let me ask you something. Everything that you bought the wrong way and you got the wrong way, do you still get it? That was the trick of the enemy. Yeah, he gave it to you to make you think you was doing something right, but you end up losing it. It either broke, you had to sell it, somebody stole it, you gave it away, you don't got it no more, is what I'm trying to say. It didn't last. What I'm finding out was when I tried God, it lasted longer. I still got everything. Even if I can't pay the bill, I still got it. You see that truck over there? It's a Benz truck. I ain't paid no note on that car and I don't know how long. And God gave it to me and I still got it. Now, let me have been in the world. They'd have came and got that car so fast. Baby, what's his is what he got for you, no man can take. They ain't even looking for it. They unbothered by it. I'm just saying, that's going to help somebody. That when God give it to you, can't nobody take it. I'm going to bless somebody. God just looking for another yes, y'all. But y'all been opening y'all doors to people. Y'all been giving them access to y'all. Y'all better stay away from these demonic people. They around here sacrificing and eating kids and selling kids and sleeping with kids that's about your age. Why you think all these people coming up missing? Y'all better quit telling people on y'all driver license that y'all will be a donor too, because they looking for y'all. Somebody needs your heart. Somebody needs your kidney. That's why these people coming up missing. They selling them. They all across seas somewhere, trafficking them somewhere. It ain't no coincidence. What's crazy is some of the people come from where y'all at, in the neighborhoods, in the states, in the cities that y'all in. And God been keeping you and your kids. You better put a hold on them. He letting you see it's close to your house. Yeah, that's why they trying to kidnap us. They need our stuff to make money off of. I can't donate nothing. I can't give you nothing. I ain't no donor. Somebody, do you want? I can't give you no blood. I need some blood. They said mine was low. I can't give you nothing. Ask God. I can't give you nothing. I ain't no donor. Don't give my nothing away. Nope. I'm good. I ain't that nice. You ain't gonna have no reason to come looking for me. Look at God yourself. I'm crying, dog. Dead serious. Shoot, they been told me my blood was low, and then life blood be coming over talking about they need some blood for some people. You better furnish it. You won't get the vampire my blood. Yeah, over there drinking it. That stuff be real, watching them TV shows. Y'all just be watching TV thinking that stuff just be fake. Just like that man in Clone Tyrone. Man, you know how many people walk up to me and be like they know me and they seen me before, and am I from this state and this city? Let me find out I'm watching TV and I walk across the street in a homicide all the way 500,000 miles away from where I live at. Them folks ain't showing this stuff for nothing. Just think about the people be like, I seen you before. You ain't used to saying what you call. They weren't lying about they clone Tyrone. They were dead serious. That man was all the way in Compton, California somewhere, and they was having a scene on the news, and he seen himself walk across the news, and the man looked at him, and the dudes in the TV looked at the dude like, that's you? Y'all better quit acting like people ain't out here cloning people. Y'all ain't gonna act like Joe Biden don't look young every 5 times he come on there, and the other 5 times he old as a bat. Y'all better quit acting like they can't put no fake skin on the person's face and say it's you. Alright, keep acting like it's a joke. Y'all ready to go? Keep playing. Keep acting like them people don't do that. Joe Biden be looking like he 40 sometime, y'all. He be talking so clear, and then one minute he can't even remember his thought. He don't even know what he finna say. Now how he go from 40 one day and then 90? Y'all ready to go? Go get everybody. Okay, go get it. That's fine. Go get it. Okay, go get them.
Go get them.
Yep. That man be, I promise you, one minute he look young and he could talk and be going like he need to, and the next minute, like, he be like that. Like, yeah, he be just like that. Look, like, I'm confused, you know. Like, make it make sense. It be in our face, man. So God just saying, y'all need to open y'all eyes and quit being dumb to the stuff that's in our face. Y'all need to pay attention to what's happening, what's going on. This is why the enemy is attacking you so much, because you are waking up, that you're not sleep anymore. A lot of y'all think y'all sleep just by going to sleep. Did you know that when you sleep is actually when you up? This is why a lot of y'all dreaming a lot. You really woke. But now, yeah, and y'all be walking around like this. This the Walking Dead, because y'all be sleep. And y'all ignore everything around y'all. And it's when you sleep, when you actually get to seeing stuff, and you be like, dang, it was like I was up. You was. You was awake in the spirit. You a spirit being having a natural experience. Shoot, half of y'all up and can't remember nothing up when you're awake. Yeah, all they did was just reverse everything and tell us that this is this and this is that. Yeah, that's all they did was confuse you. For real. Look at Grace. It ain't funny. I just wanted to come on here and just share with y'all, man. I'm amazed off what's going on with them people in that second wave. Some of y'all just blowing my mind off the stuff that y'all doing off TikTok, man, talking about God enlightening people, and God is sending y'all. I'm talking about plenty of followers. I go in y'all rooms, y'all got 2, 3, 4, 5 thousands of people in there, and these the younger ones doing it, y'all. They on fire about God. Them people ain't playing. They want truth. They ain't accepting anything. They ain't believing everything. All they had to do was be hearing God's voice for themselves. They learning how to be obedient. A lot of y'all hear God for y'allself, but y'all always want to ask other people something. I can't answer y'all questions. I can't tell y'all what to do. I can't tell you what God's saying. I can't do none of that no more. It's time for you to start spending time with God and believing what you hearing him tell you. And the only way you're going to know if that's him talking to you is you're going to have to do whatever he telling you to do to see if that's actually him or you. That's how I learned. He tell me to go to Walmart. I go to Walmart and I start ministering to somebody, and that's when I realized that, oh, God actually told me to go. It was meant for me to go to Walmart. I ministered to the right person. That's the only way you're going to realize that you're hearing God. If you always seeking somebody else and telling them to ask you and tell you this and this and that, you will never get to be in relationship with God because you always seeking man. Stop seeking man and trust what you hearing God say. And just try him. The only way you're going to see that it's him, you're going to have to try him. You're going to have to try him. He tell you to go to the laundromat. Just go to the laundromat. You're going to see. Something going to happen and you're going to be like, dang, God told me to come. There was God I was hearing. That's the only way you're going to find out. So I love you all. Have an amazing day. I'm headed to the house. I just wanted to come in and share that. You got to try God. I told you some of y'all been on this wave with Dr. D. You really ain't tried God. You really haven't. You really hadn't even started trying him yet because you ain't even trying to hear his voice. You ain't trying to obey him. Soon he say one thing, y'all run and ask Dr. D something. And Dr. D to the point like, ask God. I asked for y'all a few times, but after so long, God be like, nope, tell them to ask God. Tell them to ask me themselves. So it's at a point that even God ready for you to grow up. And this is so you can stop being dependent on man, because we so used to running to the pastor, to the intercessor, because we believe in what they can do and not what God has inside of us. And this is God trying to build your confidence in that you are hearing him, that you hear God for yourself. You just got to trust what you hear. I ain't going to hold your hand because I don't like people that long. And they get irritating after so long. People constantly coming back to me asking the same thing. And what's really irritating is when a person asks me a question but answer their question. That's a deaf and dumb spirit. Dr. D, I seen this and this happened and such, and I think it was this. Can you tell me what this mean? I mean, you just told me what it mean. Why you asking me what it mean when you just said what it mean? That's irritating. It's a ceremony. Now, what happens at a ceremony? Why do I give you a prom? That's an award. That's an award. That's God giving you an award. You seen a ceremony. Yes, Lord. So I love you all. Have an amazing day. Trust what you're hearing God say. I told y'all, don't contact me unless you're giving me a testimony. I just want to hear testimonies. Because I done taught y'all too good. I done showed y'all the way. Y'all hearing God. You know that's God. Guess how if you don't think it's God, ask him again. And don't do nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't think. Just sit there. And if it don't never change, that's God. Come on, Danny. Give me some testimonies, baby. Let me see some fruit. You heard God. God called you for such a time like this. You heard him when he told you when he told you don't get that man, and you got with that man anyway, and all hell broke loose. Don't act like you don't hear him now because you chose to do the opposite. You just was hard-headed. You wanted what you wanted. And because of this, now you heard him. Now hear him now. So all is well. I love you. See you soon. Bye.